What's going on, guys? We are doing the Ancient Ghosts Heroic Challenge on Veteran mode. We have a level 10 starter hero. Everything is maxed out with him. For towers, we have the Furnace, Mausoleum, Inferno Mage, Archer Towers. We have everything is maxed out, obviously, for the upgrades. I chose the tanky reinforcements over the ones with the pitchforks. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. Starting off this wave, we're going to go to the left-hand side and build ourselves a Inferno Mage and that really critical roundabout area. We're going to get all the way up to level 3, and then we are going to do a similar thing on the right-hand side, getting an Inferno Mage level 3. And then I debate for a second, but I choose to go ahead and build I believe an Archer Tower, yes, Archer Tower over on this top right-hand side, and that's going to give us some more DPS. So I get that to level 2. And then I am almost ready to call the wave in. Yep, I do. So call the wave in. And this is a tough level, and that you have to find a really good balance between damage and stalling power. Once you kind of get the damage figured out, it's, I feel like it's kind of smooth sailing, but there's still some key points for these crystals, and then getting the damage right, making sure you have enough magic damage, you make sure you have enough archers to deal with all the skeletons. It's a pretty tough fight. I feel like it took me a few tries to get this down. So one thing I will say, notice how I'm putting my reinforcements over at the top right, and I'm putting my hero without any barracks to stall out these wolves. They're called tormented spirits, but I call them wolves because they look like a giant wolf. And we're gonna having our hero stall these things out. And I go ahead and call the wave in a little bit early. Now, here's where the werewolves come out. If you can survive the second wave, it's pretty tough. But if you can survive it, you'll have a good chance of beating this game. So for the second wave, you have to make really good use of these crystals. Ideally, you can try to find a time where you can get hit 2 werewolves at 1 crystal. Otherwise, just immediately pop the first crystal. And, make sure you use it whenever you have a chance. You have to balance your reinforcements between the side your hero's on and the side the side where your hero's, the other side, the right-hand side. And drop your hero power at the right time to kill off these werewolves. So I upgraded the Inferno Tower to a fully upgraded Inferno Tower on the left hand side, and then a level 3 Archer Tower on the right hand side. And you just really have to pay attention to both lanes and see if your hero starts getting low, you're going to have to help him out with reinforcements. Otherwise you'd have to drop it on the right hand side to make sure those guys don't get past. And just make really, really good use of these crystals. It's essential that basically you can beat the second wave with the setup, but you have to make good use of the crystals. That's pretty much all it is to it. If you can use the crystals at the right times, you will be fine. Otherwise, you will lose the game. As you can see, we are clear through that wave. I went ahead and upgraded the tower on the top left to a level 3 Archer Tower. And this is another tricky wave. So once you survive the werewolves, you have to survive all of the skeletons. And you just get absolutely gooned by these skeletons here. So I'm putting a harasser tower down in the center lane. And I'm putting my hero kind of in range of this Inferno Mage and the Archer Tower. And we just have to spam our hero power and really try to kill as many skeletons as we can, because these things are a huge problem. It's better when they stagger a little bit, because the skeletons can actually heal themselves if other skeletons around them die. So it's really bad to have when they do that, and you really want to try to kill them off as quickly as possible. And that was one of the reasons why we focused on the Inferno Mages and the Archer Tower instead of the barracks, because we have to kill the skeletons. If you don't have enough DPS, you will just lose the game. Now I'm getting a level 4 Archer Tower on the top left-hand side. And I'm just having my hero chill. He should probably be attacking, but I want these guys to get in range of the Inferno Tower before, ideally, instead of him stalling them outside of the range, because that's missing all the damage that the Inferno Tower could be doing. So I have my hero pull back just a little bit, and I drop my Soul Impact, and we're just delaying this 4th wave a little bit, so we can make sure these skeletons die off. And now would be a good time to pop the crystal. There we go. And I call the wave in and get 15 extra bonus gold. The 4th wave, you'll notice these giant skeleton golems will start to spawn on the bottom left-hand side. It's very, very important that you pop your crystals on these things whenever you get the chance to do so. And I'm just stalling them out a little bit. I want them to be in range of both of the mage towers there. I built a mausoleum on the bottom left, and I made sure the right hand side, the Inferno Tower, is all the way upgraded to level 4. And you can see I buy another spot. I buy another mausoleum on the top right hand side, because I know we're going to need more mage towers against these skeletal things. And that's all there are on this fourth wave. You just have these giant skeleton guys, and you have to have enough magic damage to finish them off. With a really good use of your crystals and enough mage towers, you will be able to get through this wave. So you can see one's already dead on the right hand side, and we have 3 more to go. Plopping my reinforcements down and move my hero over to stall because I want them to stay in range of the main Inferno Tower. And then you can see another one even spawns from the top, so we have 5 now on the right hand side. Fortunately, the mausoleum and the reinforcements and the barracks were able to stall the one on the left hand side, so that one is going to die to the Inferno Mage. What I like to do is wait on the right hand side, wait till you can hit 2 guys with the crystal. So if you can hit 2 of the skeletal giants with the crystal, that is like ideal. But we managed to survive that wave. Now I popped my reinforcements down on the left. I have my hero standing here on the right. You can rotate your barracks back and forth if you like. I would just try to have them, make sure your hero is standing on one side and the barracks are covering the other lane, however you want to do that. And these tortured souls, these giant wolf things, they are vulnerable to mages. So you can see I realized that the barracks were covering the right hand side, so I had to immediately move my hero to the left hand side to cover this thing up. And it was getting a little bit chaotic, so I plopped my reinforcements down, and debating which side I want to use my hero power on, but I choose the, well, it looks like, yeah, I choose the left hand side. And we're just upgrading our mausoleum to chip these things down, and it gets a little bit chaotic, but we managed to pull it off. So just plop your reinforcements, plop your hero power, use your crystals, and you should be able to sail through. Our hero did end up dying, but with the reinforcements and the barracks, we managed to survive. Very close, though. You can see that last reinforcement came in just in time. Now, this is the 6th wave, so if you can survive the 6th wave, then you are good. This is the last little challenge, and I feel like every wave is kind of interesting because they have their own little challenges. It's not the same thing over and over again. It's a very interesting combination. The first thing you want to do is move your hero over on top of the skeletal mages. So you can see I do that with the bottom left, and you want to try to isolate them and kill them as quickly as possible. So now I'm moving to the center on the left hand side, and with the skeletal mages, when they're fighting the hero, they just die really fast. But if they're able to summon a bunch of skeletons, it can become a really big problem. While I'm doing this, I also drop my soul impact on the right hand side. So you can see they've been stalled out quite a bit on the right hand side. They haven't made their way down the center area yet. And that is another skeletal mage down. I move my hero now to deal with this one coming in the center. And I'm plopping my reinforcements over on the right hand side. I just go ahead and move my hero over to the right hand side because I realize that there's just too many on the right hand side. I'm going to have to move my hero over to deal with it. And this one, along with the Iron Challenge, it's all about finessing these skeletal mages. You want to make sure that you just want to reduce the amount of time they have to summon the more skeletons. The degree to which you can do that will determine how well you do. The skeletal, you don't even have to necessarily drop or have your hero standing right on top of them. If they're attacking your hero, then they can't summon skeletons. They have a very long attack range. So when they're attacking, they just stand there, which is good. But that is the end of the wave. We managed to make it through. And we'll finish this guy off. I just drop a soul impact for fun. And that is a good game. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next level. Have a good one.